Okay, so I've been mainly working on some different French and Indian War stuff. So yeah, this is everything I have for French and Indian Wars still to paint. And it got yeah, between all that, desk is a mess as always. So I'll take you through what I've done. So the first thing I got finished here was my French regular troops from the Languedoc Regiment. So I haven't done the basing on these yet because I've been kind of feeling like painting, so I haven't really gotten into the basing. I love this officer, one of my favorite figures I've painted in recent times. And I just love this coat, this long flowing coat. I think it just looks just the way. I mean, I don't know. I just think it looks cool with the waistcoat and everything. I also really liked the uh, non-com officer here with the spontoon. I think he's got a similar coat, so I'm not. I'm thinking that I think he's a non-commissioned officer with the spontoon. I don't know if and maybe the French commissioned officers did carry them because the cut of his uniform looks a little more, commissioned officer. I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass. I don't know anything about it, but I really like this figure as well. The regular figures are nice, but these officer figures I especially enjoyed painting. So, I wouldn't say I did my best paint jobs on these guys. They're kind of a little slapdash, kind of slap the paint on them a bit. But I think they turned out okay. I think they'll look good once the basing is done. So then I've got my French Marines here. So the French regulars are from Brigade Games. These are from Black Hussar Miniatures. They're a very small manufacturer, and they've actually, they do a lot of seven. I think their main thing is 7 Years War, and they actually send you a little 7 Years War Black Hussar figure with your order. But right now on their website, they took a lot of their 7 Years War stuff down. They have some of these French and Indian War stuff, but these are the French Marines, so the Languedoc Regiment for the Ticonderoga campaign I'm doing, they were pretty much fresh from France, freshly arrived at the fort. The French Marines, those were kind of like the colonial defending troops, the long term colonial troops. So they were much more, in line with the North American forest way of fighting. And so these guys, the French regulars are in these fancier uniforms. Eventually, as they got accustomed to North America, they would look more like the Marines, a lot more casual. They would drop, the fancy equipment that just wasn't suitable for fighting in North America in that frontier area. So yeah, I like these sculpts a lot. A lot of character to them. A lot of my militia are from Black Hussar Miniatures as well. They're pricey. They're kind of a boutique manufacturer, but they are nice. Some of their hands, like the guy holding the powder horn, the hand is monstrously oversized, but all in all, I really like these figures. They have a lot of character, which is what's nice about them. So the next batch coming up is more Brigade Games French Marines. I got about 24 Marines total. So I've done 6. This is the next 6, and then I have another 12 to do. Behind them, I also started on some British infantry. So these are for the Ticonderoga campaign. They're the 54th Regiment of Foot, Lord Howe's regiment. They're either the 54th or the 55th. And they are in cut down equipment. So pretty much the whole British Army, British regulars and provincials ended up cutting down their hats and their coats and adopting Indian leggings for the Ticonderoga campaign. The 50, I think they're the 54th. The 54th was the first regiment to do it. Lord Howe was a great friend of Robert Rogers, Rogers Rangers, and he tried to adapt his regiment as quickly as possible. So his was the first regiment, and they also actually cut their hair short as well, which is modeled on these figures. I wish they had a good light infantry officer who could be Lord Howe with short hair, because he he was someone who led by example. So he cut down his uniform first and cut his hair and said, boys, we're all roundheads now. We got to cut our hair. So I also, I like to, while I wait for things to dry, I like to, or I have a color out, I'll add on to something. So I'm also working, painting up this stick of crossbowmen for my Norman Crusades kind of stuff. I am trying to paint a cross on this guy's helmet. That's just kind of the base layer of it. I saw that on a blog somewhere, a painted helmet with a cross on it. I thought it looked cool. So yeah, and this is a free giveaway figure I got from Footsore. But anyways, that's what's been going on. Slow kind of progress on the painting front. These guys only have a base layer really on them. So I'm gonna take you over to the computer and I'll kind of show you the projects we're looking at for the winter, what I've got planned.